Welcome back, everybody. It is another edition of unboxing the new guitar, and we're continuing on our adventure of Rickenfakers or fake Rickenbackers or whatever you want to call them. And this one is just arrived. I got this off of Temu. Because again, based on my experience with AliExpress, don't think I'll be doing any business with them. So yeah, Temu's treated me well, been very fair. So this guitar is, again, I'm going to say Rickenbacker, but we know it's not, a Rickenfaker. This is a 350. So this is the full-size version of the 325. And this particular one is designated the SH, which would be it's a signature model, Susana Hoff of the Bengals. And apparently at some point in time, Rickenfacker contacted her and asked if she wanted to do a signature guitar, and she said yes. So I think what makes this one different is that it has binding on the body on the front and the back, whereas I believe that the normal 350 just has binding on the front. And then of course this has the counterfeit signature on the pickguard, which, yeah. So there you go, that's what I know. And apparently, I don't know exactly what year they did this, but so it comes with the sort of oddball looking cross rod cover. Well, the weight feels good. Doesn't feel like it's too heavy. Doesn't feel too light. And that's interesting. So on this one, they chose to just put a generic white. So this guitar has no maker, so I don't know if it was made by Vicers. I don't think so, because Vicers puts... And I actually prefer just a plain white one. That suits me just fine. I'm happy with that. No need for me to put the Rickenbacker one on and pretend, and this feels fine. So we're just going to do the basic. That feels good. That feels good. That looks good. That feels good. Yeah, it looks good. It's a nice looking guitar. Looks like they definitely, that's just some schmutz, fortunately. Save the day. Schmutz is gone. So, yes, it's a very pretty looking guitar. So let's just hope it doesn't have any playability issues. And I think I'll be quite happy with it. I had said one point in time that it's always best to let your hands sort of do the talking. Your eyes can miss things. It's amazing just how sensitive your hands are to feeling if there's any flaws. And I don't feel anything or see anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and go plug this in and take it for a spin. So we'll be back. Well, welcome back, everybody. Again, it is October the 10th, 2025. It's a Friday afternoon, about 5:30 in the afternoon. And we unboxed this guitar, as you witnessed, and we took it and we played it. Overall, incredibly satisfied, as is often the case with guitars, any guitars. Sometimes expensive guitars, sometimes less expensive guitars, but certainly more likely with a less expensive guitar. This guitar could probably use a little bit of setup work. I think that it may have a little forward bow on the neck, just based on the relief that I could check. I cannot figure out how the three-way switch works on this. Some people say that when you're in the up position, it's just the neck pickup. Some people say when you're in the middle position, it's all three pickups. Some people say when you're in the down position, it's just the bridge pickup. But most of those people who say that are talking about $3,000 Rickenbackers that are wired as a Rickenbacker. This one, who knows? I can't really hear the middle pickup very well. But again, these are probably incredibly low output pickups. So I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. Sounds good, feels good. As I mentioned when I pulled it out of the box, the thread-ins are just delightful. They did a really nice job on that. The fit and the finish on everything that I can see, feel, and touch is outstanding. Just really nice. I mean, you can see a little flaw here and there, but again, we're talking about a guitar that costs $220. Has the double binding, the checkerboard binding, which I think is an exclusive for Rickenbacker, but I couldn't tell you. It definitely is a full-size guitar. If and when AliExpress, if they do release the 325 that I have, the black one, I'll put it right next to this. Of course, I could put the Morris Rose one. Anyways, I'm going to weigh this, see if my job at the circus is good. I'm going to say this is about 7.8 pounds. So we'll be right back. Well, according to the scale, it says it came in at 7 pounds even. I think it feels a little heavier than that. Yeah, it's worth mentioning too, just to come in, probably the camera probably doesn't pick it up. The wood on the fingerboard is really nice. The other one that I have, the color is a little odd, but this one's got that sort of dark red, artificial whatever Rickenbacker look to it. The inlays are nicely done, and they look like they have a little more depth to them than your typical plastic, although I'm sure these are plastic. How could they not be? But anyways, overall very satisfied. I've got a message into the seller of this guitar asking the question about how the switch works and questioning where it's possible that I feel like I've got an issue with the center pickup. Again, I know nothing about the 350 guitar. I know that the 315, the John Lennon guitar, are supposed to be semi-hollow. This feels completely solid. I don't know if the real things are semi-hollow or not. Anyways, we will be back within a week or two. The weather's getting ready to change. This may have been the last day of summertime weather. 75 degrees, shorts, windows open, breeze blowing, leaves changing and falling from the trees. Very, very, very delightful and reminiscent of early autumn's past. Anyways, and I did mention too that this is a non-branded guitar, unlike the KGD and the Vicers, which actually had their name on the truss rod cover. This one is nothing, which I actually prefer. Again, I showed you earlier that they gave me a sort of an odd-looking knockoff Rickenbacker, but the blank one's just fine with me. Anyways, thank you for joining us. We will be back in a week or two with further evaluation. Thank you very much. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tuesday. It is October the 21st, 2025. It's in the afternoon, and I just wanted to put a period at the end of the sentence on this guitar. This is the no-name. Yeah, it's not a Vicers and it's not an NGD. So I don't know what it is. There's no name on the nameplate. It is a replica of a Susana Hoff's signature model. This would be the 350, which is the full-size version or full-scale version of the 325. And I've had it now for about 10 days. And I really like this guitar. What I've noticed is on the import guitars, the Chibsons and the Chickenbackers and the Rickenbacker replicas or imitations or rip-offs, whatever you want to call them, take a little more adjustment. This guitar has a few oddities about it. I don't know if it's an intonation issue. I don't know if I need to adjust the relief on the neck. I haven't done any of that. I always let them acclimate for a while. But I'm pretty confident that in addition to probably changing the strings, because the strings on these are pretty bad, that I'll be able to solve the problem and dial it in. But the fit and the finish on this guitar is stupendous. Again, as I editorialized on the other, the beginning of this, buying this did not keep me from buying a real Rickenfacker. I was not going to spend $1,500, $2,000, $2,500. The Susana Hoff's model, they're like $10,000, right? Not going to happen. So Rickenfacker didn't lose anything, and I don't think this guitar would fool anybody. If you're going to pay big money for a guitar, yeah, there's definitely some imitations out there, and it's up to you. Buyer beware. Pay attention to the small details. But this guitar would reveal itself very quickly as being a cheap imitation. So I bought it knowing what it was. If and when I sell it, I will sell it knowing what it is. After that, I'm not responsible for what the next person down the road does. I would just urge everyone, if you're buying a name brand guitar, to just be careful. Check out the details. Anyways, I really do like this guitar. Got some more guitars coming. One's coming tomorrow and one possibly on Thursday or Friday, so I just wanted to put a period at the end of the sentence. Again, October the 21st, 2025, Tuesday afternoon. The final days of, the clock is going to change, I believe, in a week and a half, so the days are going to get short real quick. Anyways, as always, thank you for joining me. I got this on Temu. They sold out right afterwards. AliExpress has them, but again, I would avoid AliExpress like the plague. Just because their return policy is very shady at best, and just being honest and upfront about what to expect is a much better way to do business. So, we'll see you next time. Take care.